is going on, YouTube? Noob2Pro here, bringing you my 100 subscriber special video thingy. This video is going to be a lot different than probably anything I've posted, like, ever. I'm just going to kind of sit down and chat with you guys, my awesome audience here, and kind of spit some knowledge on it, basically. I don't have like a script or anything, but I do have like a little like kind of bullets because like I want to go over quite a few things, and it's really hard for me to stay on track with things like this. Like I'll go on tangents, and if I don't have something like this helping me out, we're never gonna get, you know, everything here said. So you could probably tell by the video or the thumbnail, one of the two. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing for the thumbnail or the title for this video yet. But this is going to be the 100 subscriber video, you know, thanking you guys for, you know, being awesome and subscribing to my channel, and, you know, basically liking my content enough, liking what I'm doing enough to hit that subscribe button, you know. And I see you guys tune into my videos all the time, and I really appreciate that. But first things first, I'm not doing anything with like habanero peppers, like I said, or like warheads or anything like I said, simply because I feel like this video that we're going to be doing here today is just going to be a little bit more, will be more impactful than, you know, me scarfing down habanero peppers or sucking on warheads. I just feel like this is a lot more, this takes precedent over those things, and we can do those things later on as we hit other milestones. But I think I want to take this opportunity to get this video out to you guys. And so now that that's out of the way, this is really just a thank you. Honestly, it's a thank you for subscribing. It's a thank you for, you know, conversating with me in the comments. It's a thank you for dropping a like on the video. It's a thank you if you dropped a dislike on any of my videos. It's a thank you if you critiqued me in the comments. You know, it's a thank you for just everything in general, you know, not just subscribing. If you're tuning into, I'm sorry, I got mosquito bites on my feet. But if you're tuning into this video and, you know, you're not subscribed or anything like that, and like, you know, you're just watching this to watch it, you know, that's totally fine. You know, thank you for watching. You know, there's people that, you know, this is as much of a thank you to you guys as it is to my subscribers. And I want to just, you know, thank you guys. You know, I've said it, you know, already in a few manners, but I just want to, you know, talk to you guys, sit down with you, face to webcam, yeah, and thank you guys for the support. You know, this is something that I wanted to do. You know, it was a little bit after my son was born, and he was just I think he was like 3 months old, and I had dropped out of high school and got my GED so that my wife could go through high school, you know, and do her thing, because she's ridiculously smart, and, you know, I wanted her to do that. But it kind of hit me one day because I was chilling at home with Oliver, and my son, by the way, if you didn't know, if you're new around here, my son's name is Oliver. That's his name. He's gonna be 3 this September. But he was 3 months old. We were chilling in the living room, and he was in like this little like kind of bouncy seat kind of thing, and I was watching Tom Syndicate, like from the Syndicate Project, doing high round zombie runs on I think it was, you know, like Keynote or Toten, you know, Origins and things like that, when, you know, it was back when like Black Ops 2 was like a big deal. And I caught him like staring at my phone, because I was watching on my phone, and I caught him staring at it. And he was like 3 months old, and so like I kind of scooch him over to the couch where I'm at, and I kind of put it to where, you know, he can see the gameplay as well as I can. And he just started like cackling, like giggling, you know, as much like laughing in the sense of a 3 month old could laugh, and just smiling at what was going on. And he's just, you know, blowing these zombies' brains out, you know. It was hilarious. And me and him were just like laughing together. I was laughing because he was laughing, but it was just this really cool funny, like weird way of like kind of like bonding with my son. You know, he was enjoying things that I enjoyed, kind of thing. And I know it's like, you know, it's video games, so it's not anything like crazy intense, you know, or anything like that. You know, it's a guy playing video games, we're just laughing about it. But you know, main point is we were bonding, and you know, just the simple fact of how like goofy Tom Syndicate was in the video and stuff like that, and he was making this baby laugh, and you know, I kind of got it in my head, like I was like, I kind of want to do that. You know, I want to make videos where that make people laugh and make people feel good, right? And so I don't know if like the videos are still on my channel, or I might have them like private. I don't know. If they're private, I'll go change them. But my first couple of videos I shot with, I had a camera, like some like fancy little like an actual like a photographer would use a camera. Like I had one of those on a tripod, and it would sit in front of my TV, and I would sit like right next to it, and so it would pick up like my voice. And I did these like gameplay commentaries. I didn't have a face cam or anything, so I went with that, and it was during Advanced Warfare, and I couldn't afford a PS4 at that time, and so I was playing Advanced Warfare on PS3, and it's completely different. But I was just like, I was enjoying it, but like in my head, because like I'm really like OCD, like I'm like this kind of like perfectionist, and like I like things being like a certain way, like I like things being really nice and like look really good. And so my mom had this software that she got from her college, and like I would use it to edit my videos, and it was a pretty decent software. I can't remember what it was now, but I used that to like edit my videos and stuff like that. And then eventually my parents were cool enough to get me my Elgato capture card. It was the Capture HD, not the HD60, like the big boxy one. And I lost my mind. And you know, because I'd been like I asked them for it. I didn't think they would, you know, I'd be like, yeah, sure, you know, here you go. But they got it for me, and that enabled me to get higher quality like gameplay footage. And then like I started doing like this webcam overlay post gameplay, kind of talking about what was going on and talking about things, you know, going on through the commentary, talking about like where I was, you know, like where my head was in the game. And that's kind of like what my videos were. And I was working at a suit store, and I'm not gonna like name it specifically just for probably, you know, legal reasons, but I worked at this suit store, and it was really stressful. Like I was pulling like 60 hours a week, some weeks, most weeks I was pulling like 50. You know, it was they were working me to the bone, really. And I worked I came in as a sales assistant, you know, where I was just kind of like in the background, like when the dudes were selling the suits, and I was like, yeah, that really does look really good on you, buddy, you know, being freaking weird. And I worked from the sales assistant job up to a general manager position. So I went to sales assistant, to sales associate, to then department manager, and then my next promotion was going to be, like, they were going to promote me to an assistant manager. And during the time that they were going to transition me into that, or like, you know, like my manager was telling me like, I'm going to get you into this position, and, you know, you're going to be making more money, you're going to be making better commission on your sales, you know, because I was selling really good. Like I was like I was first 1 month in our entire region, which covered like not just like my state, but like other states and stuff. And like I was number one in our region like 1 month, and then like I was either second or third, mostly second. And so I was doing really well in the company. And, you know, that's completely off topic, but, you know, along the road, stuff happened. This woman that came in, she wanted to be like a seamstress. The dude that took over the building previously, he said, basically he was like, well, you look nice, you're going to be our new assistant manager, and kind of screwed me out of the position, and I just kind of had to deal with it. And then train my boss. I had to train her. So I don't know how he thought, if I was not qualified for the position, that I would be training somebody for that position. It's whatever, you know, it's in the past. I'm over it. But, you know, long story short, like a bunch of things happened after that, and I ended up not being satisfied with the company. And I said, bye, I'm out. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. and so I went to look for further employment. And so in between the time that I left there and was going into like a new company, I spent the time kind of making videos and working on like graphical stuff and trying to learn things with graphic software and stuff like that to make my channel look better, to make it more appealing, things like that. And I just kind of dived in head first to it and was really just engulfed in the whole YouTube thing. And that's kind of like how I got started on YouTube. And like after I found like the job after that, I ended up not having any time to do any recording whatsoever, and that was that. And which was unfortunate because by then I had like my Blue Yeti, my Elgato, like a laptop. I was in there like swimwear, buddy. But yeah, that's basically when and like how I got my channel started. And to touch back on the other thing, like why I started my channel, it was literally like in the moment that my son left, I wanted to do that for people. Throughout my whole life, I was bullied from like literally kindergarten up till like mid 9th grade, like physically, mentally, like all that. And like I'm fine now. Like don't like feel bad for me or anything. I'm glad it happened in a way because it's made me a better person today. But I just had this rough time through that whole span of schooling, and it got with being so involved in like kind of the dimmer side of life and the dimmer side of things. It made me really appreciate the good things, the brighter things. Because of that, like I always had this kind of like knack to want to help people. I always like if somebody was like upset, I wanted to cheer them up. For like I didn't even have to know them. I just wanted to cheer them up. Like I don't like seeing people in distress. I don't like seeing people upset because in my mind, life is tough enough. It's hard enough on everybody, whether you're rich, you're poor, you're fat, you're skinny, whatever. It's hard enough for everybody. We're all trying to move through this thing we call life, and just do it well enough to where it's okay. And so with that mentality, like I just hated seeing people cry or be upset or just feel down or unmotivated, things like that. I hated it. I couldn't sit with it knowing like somebody was like over there like around me feeling like that. And I would always do my best to like help them, empathize with them, see if I could maybe kind of get them back on the right track. And that was me. That was literally me. It's still me. It still is. And being able to do that on such a grand scale that YouTube offers, if you get like a really good community going and a really good following, I could do that for so many other people than just somebody I see passing me on the street or somebody I see sitting next to me in class. Like I could do that to hundreds of thousands of people by just sitting here and talking to you guys. And that like blew my mind. And so like I was like, it was that made me want to start a YouTube channel and do what I'm doing today. And that's not the only thing. Like I really enjoyed seeing the competitive Call of Duty, and like I wanted to be a competitive Call of Duty player. I still do. And hopefully this year goes well. I've got a lot of things in the works right now going for our team, and I think we're kind of getting on track to being able to start pursuing some things there. But I want to be a competitive Call of Duty player, and I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be both. Kind of like Phase Sensor was, like T Martin was. I just like those guys. Those guys are staples in that department, right? You hear T Martin, you hear Phase Sensor, you hear all these people. There's so many. I'm not going to sit here and name them all. But you hear those names, you know, right? You know. And so basically, that kind of transitions us into the next topic. Get some water real quick. Water. Which is that transitions us into this the next topic, which is what I want to do with the channel. And that is, again, simply like I want to use the opportunity that YouTube can give somebody, and I want to be the change that I want to see in the world, right? Like I see, for instance, people like Markiplier, people like PewDiePie, people like Jacksepticeye, you know, those like, you know, and so many more. But you know, people like those that use like what they do, like using like the power of YouTube, if you will, to help people. Like, you know, they do the charity live streams, like they donated or they raised like 1.3 or like 1 point something million dollars for like an organization at one time, and like and Captain Sparkles and like and Tom Sinek, you know, all of them, like they do stuff like that all the time. And it was just so cool to me that you could do that playing video games, right? Like they do the live streams, like they're playing video games, like they get to interact with all these people and get to laugh with all these people, and they're raising money for these organizations that are around the world, just helping people. Like their sole purpose of that organization is to help people. And it was so eye-opening to me. And again, it hit me like that I could do so much more on such a grand scale than just, you know, doing a 9 to 5, just doing a factory job. You know, just I could do so much more with myself as a human being by taking this route. And if I could do it well, I could do so much for so many people. And that's really why that's really what I wanted to do with the channel. I want to do with the channel. I want to get into a position where I can help specific people and like large groups of people. I just want to help people, right? I feel like, you know, I don't know. I don't even know. I just feel like I've had a lot of jobs in my life, from when I was 16 and, you know, up to now. And the best thing that I have always been consistently excellent at is helping people and being a good person. And I think that this would be like the best way to do that. If I could make a living like YouTube offers and you know, Twitch and everything offers, just by helping people, and just by helping people and, you know, connecting to people on like this mental and emotional level, you know, that's the dream job, right? The dream job is being able to wake up and get with this platform and connect with all of these people, and just let at least one person, you know, whether it's one person, a million people, or whatever, but let that person, let those people know that they're not like alone, right? It's gonna be okay. Like, it's not so bad that you need to feel bad, you know. It's like, it's really deep, but like at the same, like that's my dream job. You know, there's people that want to be astronauts, there's people that want to be doctors and lawyers. This is my dream job. This is what I want to do, and that's why I want to do it. That's basically, you know, the why and the what, you know, involving the channel. I get asked why I post videos where I lose, right? Because, you know, a lot of times I'm posting Call of Duty content. I have like one gameplay, hopefully more after today, but, you know, I have like mostly Call of Duty content, and people ask me all the time, like, why would you post yourself losing so much? And it's not to say I don't win. It's just when I sit down and I get ready to record, you know, I just let it happen. If I'm getting poor connection and I'm getting pooped on, then you're gonna watch me get pooped on and rage my face off. If it's one of those days where I'm connecting really good to stuff and, you know, I'm doing really well, you're gonna see me do really well and get super hyped. You know, it's just it. It's part of it. A really big reason for that, and like I knew coming back into YouTube, because I had that hiatus like I was talking about, but coming back into YouTube, I didn't want to just post me winning all the time, right? And post, you know, give this kind of like facade of me being this dominant, like, Call of Duty Slayer, you know, or whatever. Like, 'cause, I mean, like, I'm a I told somebody the other day, I was there because they were like, "Oh, you think you're good?" And I was like, I'm mediocre at best, in my opinion. I'm mediocre at best. In my opinion, I'm mediocre. But you know, there's days where like I go off, and you guys have seen it. Like I drop like there's a video where like I drop triple freaking wardens, right? You know, and you know there's videos where I'm not doing so hot. I'm dropping donuts. I'm not doing great, and that's okay with me, right? That's okay with me, because the foundation of progressing and becoming better is failure. And you know, growing up, I used to be so afraid of failure, and you know, I would hate to fail. But you know, as I get older and stuff like that, I'm just like, dude, I fail. People fail. You fail. He fails. She fails. It's fine. You know, you don't need to put yourself on this pedestal, or you know, or build this fake image of yourself that you win all the time, that you're amazing. You don't have to be amazing at everything. You can, you know, I want to be a competitive Call of Duty player, but I don't have to be amazing all the time to do that. And I know that. You know, I step up when I need to. I step up where it counts, and that's okay. If I'm getting quote unquote carried by my team, that's okay, because it's a team effort, right? And my team understands that. But I post me losing because, again, it comes down to what I want this channel to be. Like, I want people to level with me. I want to level with you guys. I want you guys to understand that nobody and nothing is perfect. You know, there's pro players that get their poop packed in a pub. You're like, what? Yeah, it happens. I promise you it happens. Like, you know, it happens. If once a year, if just once a year, it happens. And it's fine. They still compete. They still keep a good head. You know, it's a thing. It's a part of it, dude. You cannot win them all. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. But I don't want to. I guess the main thing is, like, I want you guys, when you're watching my content, when you're seeing me, you know, whether it's like this, or it's just like a 1 on, you know, 100, or, you know, 1 on, you know, whatever, how many, I want you guys to see me for who I am. Whether I'm a winner or I'm a loser, I want you guys to see me for who I am, because I'm not perfect, right? And I don't want you guys to think that I am. I don't want you guys to just be like, oh my God, he's so, you know, like, I don't want you to like worship the ground that I walk on. I want us to be just on the same page. I want, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the channel, like, I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm not gonna like beg you to subscribe to my channel. I tell you guys, if you like the content, then subscribe. And I say that in every video, because I'm not gonna sit here and force people or like make people feel like threatened to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's insane. You know, if you enjoy the content, then subscribe, 100%. Like, because, you know, then you can turn the bell notification on. You'll get to watch more of the content that you're enjoying. You know, it's a win-win. But, you know, if you're just subbing to sub, then what's the point? You know, you're not helping me or yourself. I don't want to give you guys this. I don't want to build my channel on. I don't want to build my channel on lies. You know, I want you guys to see me with how I am. Whether I'm winning, whether I'm losing, whether, you know, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you level with me, I'll lose every game, as long as you can level with me right here, and just take what I'm saying and taking what I'm saying into your hands, and like just taking that and going forward with that, and to just try and be like a better person. Because I get, you know, I have people that say stuff to me like really negative things all the time, and like the thing about it is, you know, if you allow that negative person's opinion to have a weight in your life, then it affects you, right? But you take away the weight and understand that they're just being negative because, you know, they just don't know any better, or they just don't know how to be nice. I don't know. You know, they're just being negative to be negative sometimes. And, you know, you can't just take everything to heart. You know, I had a guy comment on my channel the other day because we were team scrimming, and his host was horrible. And, you know, that's a part of online gaming. I'm fine with it. Like, it happens. And so when we switched hosts and I was hosting, like, my whole team started doing well again, and then I was going off, and then it was an issue. And so he felt the need to go to one of my videos and, you know, say this. I'll try to put it up here, you know, again, which is fine. Like, that's your opinion, and if that's your prerogative and that's what you think of me, then that's fine. You can think that. I'm not gonna be mad, you know. It's just not gonna affect me at all, you know. But our channel got our first hater from it, so that's pretty good. In my opinion, I think that means we're doing things right. We're progressing pretty well. We have the first hater on the channel, and I told him that as well. Like, I told him to just please go and comment that on all of my videos, so like everyone can see that I have at least one hater out there that just does not appreciate anything that I do. But I don't think he's going to. But it was flattering that he had to take time out of his day to, you know, come to my video and comment that. It was pretty sweet of him. But you know, it's just like, people can say mean things, and, you know, they can be negative towards you, but at the end of the day, you just gotta kind of just realize, like, if that's what you think, then that's fine. You know, just because you think that's what I am does not mean that is what I am. Only you know who you are, what you're gonna be. And, you know, it's nobody's place in this world to tell you otherwise, honestly. You know, so just kind of drown that stuff out, and kind of just keep moving forward, you know. And it's at 30 minutes right now. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I hope it's not too long for you guys. But I think that's where I'm going to leave this video off. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you for getting the channel to 100 subscribers. You know, if you like the content and you're new around here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're not missing out on any more of my content. If you enjoyed the video today, smash that thumbs up button. Lets me know that you liked it, and I might be able to do videos like this more often in the future. Your regularly scheduled programming will return tomorrow. You know, with the Call of Duty / gameplays, you know, whatever I ended up recording today, that's what I'm going to start posting. But, you know, with all that being said, I think this video is going to end there. I think I've said enough, talked enough. I'm sorry if this was super long, jeez. But, as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.
Every reason why we've changed, and there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break.